I've just finished watching the EAZY video from The Game and Kanye West, and well, it's quite something, isn't it? Let's do a little breakdown. There's more than one reaction to the actual song on this channel, so we're just going to talk about the video itself. So a lot of it's in claymation, right? And I really like claymation. I grew up with some really weird claymation cartoons when I was a kid. There's a show called Trapdoor. If you're old and English like me, you'll know it was fucking awesome. Joe, you're too young to know Trapdoor as well, but see if you can find a good clip.
Bonking time. I loves a bit of bonking.
So we're starting off with the Donda house that we know, it's on fire, that we know from the sets. Now there's someone in a coffin. I don't know if that's Game or Yeezy. I think that's Game. And then we get Game's verse shot in real life on the coffin. By the way, why have I still got these on? Game's verse, it's overshadowed by the nonsense that Kanye spits towards the back end of this song. And I still stand by what I said, even though Game might like the rest of it. His verse is really, really fucking good on this amazing beat with the Eazy-E sample. And yet Kanye just makes it all about this nonsense. We'll talk about that more in a minute. For some reason, Game is in a drop top with Eazy-E. I don't know if they're going to heaven or they're in heaven. I'm not too sure. I don't know if it matters. Now, Eazy-E and the Game, they go to dig up Kanye West, who for some reason is buried down a hole. Now, could that hole symbolize depression? Does the hole represent the sunken place, which he's spoken about before, you know, from Get Out? Right, now Kanye's on the motorbike. The whole kind of aesthetic of what's going on around this Donda 2 release definitely feels like a sort of cyber age biker gang thing, but this could also be a reference to the Bound 2 video, which is obviously one of Kanye's most infamous videos with him and Kim. And here's where it starts to get really weird. We've got claymation Pete Davidson with a drink and a cigarette looking a little bit fucked up. And it just gets weirder from here. Claymation Kanye puts a bag over Pete Davidson's head and, well, he kidnaps him, effectively. Now, real Kanye is holding a severed head, but it's a bald severed head. So I didn't take that as Pete Davidson, but I don't know, really. Like, maybe? Claymation Kanye is back once again. He's ditched his bike. I don't know where that's gone. He's found himself a four-wheeler. And this time, Pete Davidson, with weirdly long legs, is now tied to the back of the four-wheeler with the bag over his head. Yeah, this is going pretty dark pretty quickly. Claymation Pete Davidson, you could call him Pete Clavison, but I'm not going to do that, is then buried in the ground by Kanye West after being dragged through the desert. Kanye then gets some rose seeds. Obviously he has the song Roses, but I think the reference is about what happens next. He puts the rose seeds on Pete Davidson's head. Kanye then seems to water these seeds. I'm kind of lost by this point. Roses then grow out of the dead Pete Davidson's head in the desert. Kanye prunes those roses. Didn't think I was going to be using the word prunes in a video about Kanye West, but here we are. And then takes a truckload of these roses. Presumably these are supposed to represent the truckload of roses that he sent to Kim on Valentine's Day. Wow. Everyone lived happily ever after with a circle. This is getting sinister, man. I know it's just a music video, but what the fuck? Except Skeet scratched out you know who, okay? And then there's an upside down rose and saying joke he's fine. I mean, what do you think about this video? It's a crazy one. In one part, it's just kind of awkward. In other part, I kind of like some of the artistry and the use of claymation, but also, like, if you're going to take it a step further, it's pretty fucked up to be doing this. I can't really condone a lot of this. Kanye West has a lot of fucking fans, and it only takes a few crazy ones to turn something like this into something in reality. Maybe that's me just being a little bit histrionic, and yeah, he should be able to make his art and say his piece and say his truth, but I find the whole thing a little bit uncomfortable. It's a mad one. I felt we needed to talk about it. You know, I'm a huge Kanye fan, but I can't really co-sign this sort of behavior from him and this sort of stuff. But I think the threats need to stop, even if they are jokes. I mean, somebody could take it the wrong way. All right, let me know your thoughts down in the comments on this mad video. What is going on at the moment? Will we get the next stage of Donda 2? Who knows? Kanye season is in full effect. I know that much. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. All right, peace.